Morning. My name is Chihana. I'm calling from Johannesburg. It's very urgent. I want to talk to President Chiruba, please. My name is Chihana. Can I talk to President Chiruba, please? Yes. Yes? Oh, my God.
I'm getting close to us.
Oh, sorry?
Right. To the diary.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. All the best, Mr. President. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye. Thank you. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes. Can we...
When you're ready, we are now. Sorry.
For the last 30 years, Dr. Banda has been surrounded by Marxist governments in Southern Africa. On the east, there was Mozambique. On the northeast, Tanzania. On the west, Zambia. And Malawi appeared in the Western eyes as the, perhaps, only democratic, benevolent dictatorship in Southern Africa. And therefore, the West, I think, put a blind eye on whatever was happening in Malawi. Now that the neighboring countries have become democratic, Malawi and Dr. Banda have been exposed. And the brutalities which are committed in Malawi, the violation of human rights in Malawi, have now surfaced on the open. Therefore, the question of why not, I think it is a question which is associated, the answer is associated with the West that ignored and put a blind eye on whatever was happening in Malawi. But this is not an indictment on the West. I think the West now is on the side of the people of Malawi. This is why now we have the confidence of telling Dr. Banda to go, and I think he should go.
You're talking about the brutalities of Malawi. Why does he necessarily have to go? What has he actually done in the past?
There's severe repression in Malawi. Many people are missing. Malawi is another African Cameroon. The world has not realized this. I have myself spent 7.5 years in detention. There are families in Malawi that are expecting their loved ones, when in fact their loved ones are not living, are dead. There are people still in detention who have been there since 1965. No one has raised an alarm. And our interim committee has taken up upon itself to raise this alarm now to the world, for the world to assist Malawians to democratize the country.
You just said on the phone to the state president goodbye. Is this goodbye?
Yes, it is. Even the president himself was not very keen.
Why not?
I think he was sorry. He knows the situation. He knows I'm going to die.
Do you think you're going to die?
Maybe.
What do you think's going to happen if you have to take a guess?
When I get there are several scenarios. They may arrest me, detain me, and it may not take a week. They may poison me and say I've died from a natural death. This has happened, and I've seen my colleagues who have died, poisoned in detention. The fact that I survived, I cannot understand it. Another scenario is that they may let me out. They may let me pass the airport, only to assassinate me the following day, the following week, the following month. They'll give the impression that I died in a car accident. Dr. Banda does that, and he has perfected the state security machine very well. and they are brutal. Another way of killing me or silencing me completely is to leave me in conditions which are very hostile to human habitation. That it may take 6 months or a year. By the time I'm released, it will be very hard to stay for 1 week. I have seen colleagues who have been released only to die next day. So I am going to Malawi with full aware of the consequences to my life. But what is dear to me and to majority of Malawians is that Malawi has to democratize now. Because the suffering of 30 years has been a waste to human resources. And we cannot stand it anymore. Someone has to speak, someone has to stand up and be counted. And I've chosen to sacrifice my life. So the road is not going to be easy. The mile that we're going to travel will be the most painful mile so far in the history of our country. And we have to accept it.
How do you know, if you're talking about dying, that if something does happen to you, that won't all be in vain?
No. If I die today or tomorrow, my blood will fuel the pace of democratization, move it closer, and I'll be a very happy man.
How do you sense that? What do you sense is happening in Malawi that won't happen?
Dr. Banda is senile. He should be 97 now. And the people around him are frightened because of their bad records. They have killed, they have maimed, they have looted the country. This is why they want to prevent democracy, because democracy has a transparent system, a system which is accountable. And therefore their records will be reviewed, which they have to account for them. They're afraid of this. And anyone who's talking about democracy is actually tampering with their normal lives of looting and killing. This is a difficult situation. It's a difficult phase in our life, and we have to face it.
You're talking about people being frightened. After you've been detained there and kept in solitary confinement, are you frightened of what may happen to you?
No. This is why I'm going home. Many people have asked me this question. If I was a frightened man, I should have asked for political asylum in Zambia. Or I have tickets here to the United Nations because I'm advisor to the United Nations Center for Transnational Corporations. I should have gone to New York last Saturday. I have a ticket to Geneva, to the International Labour Organization. I should have gone to Geneva. Many governments have asked me for political asylum when I was in Zambia. I said no. The destiny of Malawi is more important than me sitting at the United Nations or in Geneva or in New York or in Washington. We have to correct the situation. But what I can appeal to the international community is not to assist me, but to assist the people of Malawi who have been suppressed for 30 years to restore their democracy so that they can live like anyone else in neighboring countries as free citizens once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.